What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Race.
For the better part of 2 years, Bridgerton had people daydreaming of house dresses, jeweled tiaras, ribbon chokers, and feather-trimmed heels. Bridgerton had the world's attention, and now that season 3 is formally coming, there are many reasons to be excited.
I know you are careful. I know you make promises without so much as uttering a word. There is not much more I need to know.
Bridgerton Season 2 is far from over. In fact, it is just getting started. On top of that, the show's already been renewed for the 4th Season 2, as Bridgerton Season 3 is officially happening on Netflix. 8 Bridgerton books, one focused on each child, were written by author Julia Quinn. It is hoped that each book will be turned into a different season of television. The 2nd season of Bridgerton was a nearly perfect romantic drama filled with longing glances, Pall Mall, and classical renditions of popular songs. It featured a slow-burning romance between Kate and Anthony, in which they first met as enemies before falling in love. Even though a lot was going on, it was difficult to resist getting caught up in the romance. It also follows Eloise Bridgerton as she makes her social debut and pursues her quest for knowledge about Lady Whistledown. The plot of the 2nd season centers on Viscount Anthony Bridgerton, the oldest Bridgerton sibling, and his love for Kate Shorma, his future wife Edwina Shorma's eldest sister. Viscount Bridgerton believes he will never find a love match and sees marriage as nothing more than a necessity to carry on his family's legacy. But he soon changes his mind after meeting Kate Shorma. He eventually asks Kate to marry him, and despite her initial hesitation due to her worry about how her sister Edwina would respond, she decides to follow her heart and say yes. Even though it took these two a while to get there, we do see Kate and Anthony getting married and know how deeply devoted they are to one another. There will be a new dynamic in the Bridgerton household next season as a result of Kate becoming the new Viscountess after their marriage. After Lady Whistledown persona destroys her friendship with Eloise and she overhears Colin saying he would never court her, Penelope Bridgerton Season 2 comes to a heartbreaking conclusion. Lady Featherington will probably keep up her plotting, perhaps looking for another wealthy man to marry one of her daughters off to.
I would never dream of courting Penelope Featherington. Not in your wildest fantasies, Fife.
The release for Bridgerton Season 3 is still unknown. Season 2 of Bridgerton debuted in March 2022 after multiple COVID-19 related delays starting the Season 1 in December 2020. The release date for Bridgerton Season 3 could be around March 2023, avoiding the long wait of Season 2. But Netflix is likely to compare the season's viewing numbers to determine the best possible release time for it. This is assuming that the production schedule for the upcoming episodes runs more smoothly. The cast is seen returning to the set in the announcement video, all of whom are flashing 2 fingers before switching to 3 and winking like Anthony Bridgerton. However, with filming now fully underway, we would assume that Season 3 won't arrive later than the summer of 2023. Before we go any further, we wanted to let you know that it's time for you to smash that like button if you haven't done it already.
Bridgerton Season 3 filming has officially begun. You coming in?
Let's go.
Bridgerton Season 2's cast essentially brought back all the key figures from Season 1, while also introducing fresh new faces despite Regé-Jean Page's Simon Bassett, the Duke of Hastings, not returning. Most of the Bridgerton Season 2 cast is anticipated to remain the same, despite a few changes in focus as new characters emerge. The Bridgerton family should make up the majority, if not the entire of the 3rd season of Bridgerton's cast. There will probably be many other familiar faces in the Tongue cast. Since their stories appear to have been resolved, some of the new cast members from Bridgerton Season 2, such as Rupert Young and Colm Young, are perhaps less likely to return.
I am a gentleman, and you are a lady of that scent.
Now that it's been confirmed, Season 3 of Bridgerton will depart from the original material and center on a particular fan-favorite couple. Penelope Featherington's story will be the main focus of Season 3 according to Nicola Coughlan, who plays Penelope Featherington, who shared the news on Instagram. Nicola teased that this is a secret she had been keeping for quite a long time, after sharing a photo of the two of them along with a screenshot of an article from Netflix's Tudum. Fans responded to the post with excitement and surprise surprise when they learn that the third season of the show would instead feature an adaptation of Quinn's fourth book. Although Penelope and Colin have remained close friends throughout the series, it has been made clear on numerous occasions that Penelope does not exactly share Colin's feelings, but perhaps things are about to change. Although Eloise may not have expressed an interest in marriage or polite society during Bridgerton seasons 1 and 2, just like her siblings, she will eventually find happiness. Even in the books, Eloise is always quite certain that she would remain a spinster and never marry, and she is happy about this because she thinks that at least Penelope would be with her, so she would be at least not alone. But the events of romancing Mr. Bridgerton surprise her. Colin and Penelope falling in love and marrying urge Eloise to escape her cousin Sir Philip, Marina's widow, with whom she'd been connecting for some time.
That certainly is an impressive feat, running 2 businesses.
Oh, we should both aspire to be just like her. Unmarried.
Though Eloise swore off her friendship with Penelope after learning she was Lady Whistledown in the Bridgerton Season 2 finale, this may have altered the premise for her happily ever after. A different outcome for Eloise's story is possible because Sir Philip was depicted as having a happy marriage to Marina Thompson, whose passing in the book is what brought Philip and Eloise together. Theo Sharp, who not only helped Eloise in her pursuit to discover the truth about Lady Whistledown, but also shared her dedication to women's rights, was introduced in Season 2 as a potential love interest. Eloise will undoubtedly live happily ever after in the upcoming Bridgerton's seasons, whether or not it plays out exactly as it did in the books or in a different way.
Came to make sure you were all right, to get our story straight.
Our story?
The courtship and marriage of Kate and Anthony in Season 2 differ significantly from those in The Viscount Who Loved Me, but by the end of the season they are married and deeply in love. There will be a new dynamic in the Bridgerton household next season as a result of Kate becoming the new Viscountess after their marriage. In contrast to Simon's absence from Bridgerton Season 2, Kate should be back. She will officially take over as the lady of the house, so she should be involved in everything that the Bridgerton family does. There are children for the couple in the books as well, which might be a plot point for them in Bridgerton Season 3. Before they get married, Kate never expresses a desire to get married or have children of her own. It'll be interesting to see whether or not the newlyweds share the same views on having children, because Anthony is very committed to achieving this goal to keep Bridgerton's name and have an heir. That's why you should smash that subscribe button and notification bell so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future.
I've loved you from the moment we raced each other in that park. I've loved you at every dance, on every walk, every time we've been together.
Even though the plot of Bridgerton Season 3 hasn't been yet made clear, it is most likely to involve a combination of the 3rd and 4th Bridgerton books and the fresh approach the show chooses to go with. The potential storylines from the book suggest that Season 3 will be even more exciting, although Season 2 is full of scandal for the Bridgerton family. We'll see you in the next video.